All right, let's talk about the first step of how I'm going to design my imagery for my 12-hour solo race in the El Doce at Pall Mall. A couple of things I want to do first is figure out a couple of these content and context variables before we go too further into what we're going to actually put into our visualization. Most important, who's the one that's being visualized? Well, it's me. I'm 49, so that means that my motivators are going to be different than if I were 16. The high school teams that come out, their scripts would be different than it is for me, than it is for potentially a professional who's in his 30s or in her 30s. This is my third race, which means there's familiarity that I want to build on. Maybe I want to include things about past races into this. That's why that's important. And I'm highly skilled. I've been mountain biking for a long, long time, and I'm competent at it. So what I'm not going to need to include are things like rolling over rocks and stuff like that. I know how to do that. I don't need to work on skill. It's a fixed time race, and it's a loop, and I'm really out there for fun. So this tells me that my imagery is going to be repeating a lot of the same visuals because I'm going to be going around them. The fixed time means that maybe at some point I want to work on a longer concentrated visualization to force myself to not get bored being on my bike. Now, what do we want inside this image? I want my images to be on course. For me, it doesn't make sense to create images of my training ride. I'd rather create my images of me pushing through on course and then find instances, say on the Shoreline Trail or Corner Canyon, where I feel similar to that and I push through a similar thing that I've been visualizing. I want to really picture myself in competition because that's because of my why. I am hoping to be at a better steady pace this year than years past. I've kind of been up and down in my pace, and I want to even it out a little bit better. That's what I've seen the pros do, and it works out well for them. I need to get better at drinking and eating on course. I need to really connect that how I'm going to feel in those second 6 hours is going to be much better if I'm paying attention to this and really forcing myself early on to drink and eat, even though I know I'm not going to feel like I want to have water or food in my belly in that moment. This is kind of my mantra that I'm going to go with, which is make 12-hour choices. In the past, I think I was so just focused on the 3 to 6 meters ahead of me that I forgot to realize I need to be thinking about the 3 to 5 hours ahead of me as well. And so 12-hour choices is what I want to see myself doing. So is it a good time to pass this guy uphill? Well, that depends. What is the energy cost of me staying behind this individual? And what is my energy cost of trying to blast up maybe in a steep section? So 12-hour choices need to be the idea, not immediate in the moment choices. We're going to do part 2 on this.